Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon X Randomizer Nuzlocke. This is part 32. In last episode, we made it through Route 18, we went through Kuraway Town, and we started getting onto Route 19 with a good few encounters. We got ourselves a Suicune, most notably. That one was great. We got ourselves a Slowking, and we got ourselves a Scatterbug. I should have went the other way around. It would have seemed more impactful if we ended with Suicune rather than Scatterbug, but we caught a lot of Pokemon that began with S, and today we're going to be waddling our way through Route 19 as we are 7 badges in, 1 badge to go. I don't remember if this route leads directly to the next gym badge, but I think it does. So once we get across this, we have ourselves our final gym battle, and we can start getting things towards the end of this playthrough, because I did not realize how long Pokemon X and Y actually were, to be honest. I'm pretty used to... Oh, right, we get a rival battle on this bridge. Serena? Uber! I'm used to destroying this game with Mega Lucario, which makes it a lot quicker, but in a randomizer, you can't do that, so... Hey, do you know what's about to happen? It's Shauna, and we're gonna battle, I presume. Of course, that's right, we're going to battle. We are Pokemon trainers, after all. I am leading with Zekrom, which has been known to have some issues in the past, but we're going to give it a go. We're going to see how leading with Zekrom goes. We've definitely never had a Groudon pop out and ruin our day before. So it definitely won't happen again, right? Surely, yeah. But Weave and Bell shouldn't be too scary. We can just headbutt that while we go ahead and talk about some things, because it's been a couple days. I have not uploaded in a couple days. There have been a lot of construction things happening around my house, and we've also had a couple of storms. Put that on hold. There's a Palkia on the screen. Time to focus. Okay. All right. Palkia can destroy me. I am negative speed nature. Zekrom is also slower than Palkia by default, I think. Don't get me wrong. If we could get a Dragon Claw off here, we could probably one-shot it, but there's no way we live like a crit Spatial Rend, which is really risky. So I think we're going to Pringles because it's the only thing that can realistically fight this well and take a Spatial Rend with the Assault Vest. So... we'll bring that out. We'll probably have to Nightshade it down because I don't think Ominous Wind is going to do much. How much does Spatial Rend do? I prefer if it crit me here so I can see exactly how much a crit does. It didn't crit, but it did 50 damage, so we should be fine. We should be absolutely fine. We should be golden to just Nightshade. Dragon Claw is physical, though. Okay. Dragon Claw seemed a little bit scarier, I won't lie. That looks like it's going to be, like, right on the edge of whether it's a free hit or a full hit KO as well. I hope it's a free hit KO. And I'm going to play this safe with some Hyper Potions. But, yeah, there hasn't been a super high amount of uploads over the past, like, week or so because there have been a lot of, you know, construction things. My neighbors are having an extension added to their house, which obviously makes a lot of noise. Noise gets picked up on the microphone, which is annoying to people watching, but also annoying to just me trying to focus on things. So I haven't been uploading as much. Instead, I've been doing, you already know what I've been doing. I've been playing the Elden Ring DLC more. I'm on my 4th playthrough of Shadow of the Erdtree now. It's been a lot of fun. Elden Ring was already my favorite FromSoft game, so I've just kept going with it. I'm going to keep playing things. I want to use all of the new weapon types and do a playthrough of all of the new weapon types, and then do some fun runs, like whatever else, Rune Level 1 and stuff. So, a lot of Elden Ring to play, but let's go ahead with this Palkia destroyed and get into an early question of the day. And the reason I'm doing it early is because we're finally doing a fun one. I've done a lot of serious questions of the day. Sorry about that. We should do some fun ones every now and again. I'm going to go back to Zekrom for this muck and then headbutt it like I did the Weeping Bell. But question of the day is going to be Goofy, first of all, but also one that I heard in a podcast, and it is, would you rather fight 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? A little bit of a classic. A little bit of a classic. Some of you have probably heard it before and might have your own opinions on it. Ooh, we do get the flinch. That's nice. Okay. I was a little bit afraid because we got screeched, but we should be fine. We just have to keep in mind that we got screeched. So, I'm curious in hearing people's arguments for both. For me, it's a really tough question, actually, which is why it kind of sticks out to me in my head. I actually really have to give this one quite a bit of thought. I should be fine to annihilate this with a Fusion Bolt, even with my defense drop, so we're just gonna KO the Seeking. For me, this is a very tough question. First of all, 1 horse-sized duck. All right, we are assuming for this fight, by the way, you are completely unarmed. All you have is the clothes on your body, so that is all you've got. You're not coming in with a weapon. You don't have a gun, all right? That would be a little bit easy. you are fighting this thing fisticuff style. So, with that being said, one duck-sized horse is terrifying. Ducks have horrifying teeth. I'm thinking more along the lines of, like, geese, to be honest. Geese come to my mind, and swans and stuff. We have a lot of swans in the UK. Oh, we're battling everyone. Okay, I did forget about that. Right, we also battle Trevor after this, don't we? And they all have an extra Pokemon because they're all important trainers. Okay, we're in for a gauntlet today. So one horse-sized duck for me is very scary. All right, what do? You punch it, you hit a bunch of feathers, it shrugs it off, and then clomps your head down with its giant beak. That's terrifying. I don't want to deal with that. That scares the ever-living daylights out of me. 100 duck-sized horses, however, is a lot of horses. All right, at that point, you're getting, like, you're just covered. Your entire body is covered in them. I don't think horses are, you know, as scary when they're sized down. Obviously, why this becomes a more interesting question. Like, with, ooh. Shell Smash Rock Wrecker, kind of scary. If that was a Crustle, that might have actually, like, been something to worry about. But thankfully, it was just a Dwebble. If it was, like, 100 smaller animals, like dogs or cats, that were slightly scaled down, I feel like it'd be much more dangerous because they would have claws and stuff. Horses don't really have that. Like, they can bite, sure, but their main thing is stomping. So I think 100 duck-sized horses, I have to make sure I'm saying that the right way around, which is also difficult because I keep wanting to say it the other way around. I think 100 duck-sized horses is probably the safer thing to go for. 100 is a lot, though. And with just your hands, you've got to try and, like, actually incapacitate them somehow to stop them climbing all over you. 100 of them? That's a lot. That's a lot. Depends on location as well. I mean, like, if you're near a river, you just start chucking them in the river and you're good to go. Whereas a duck, I imagine, gets, like, an aquatic boost from being near water. I'm thinking of this way too much like a video game. It gets a boost from the water. It brings you into the water with it and drowns you like what kangaroos do in Australia. It's scary. That's scary. So for me, I would definitely go with 100 little horsies. But I'm interested in hearing the arguments for people that think against. Obviously, I don't want everyone to side with me. I want to hear fors and against. I want to see people that side with me and why they think that. And I want to hear people that are against it because they think that they can take down one big boy with one well-timed kick. You know? So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to Mega Evolve with this thing and Blizzard it, and that should be the end of this fight. And then we will just have to fight Trevor. Thankfully, Tierno wasn't too scary. Tierno did not have anything that made me think this fight was going to be scary. We are going to be going into the next fight with a half HP Zekrom, which could be scary, but that's fine. That's fine. Hey, I just set up the hail. That's so rude. Crocodile, buddy. That's so rude. Can we land it anyway? No, of course we don't. Why would we land it after that? That's stupid. Man, okay. Maybe a Giga Drain just KOs, and then I'll at least get my health back from whatever it hits me with. Foul Play uses our attack against us, which... Ugh. I don't like how much damage that did. I like how much damage that did, though. The Giga Drain, much more enjoyable to me. That amount of damage, very satisfying. Would have preferred to just hit the Blizzard, but yeah, Sandstorm. The first time that move has been useful in a while. It's weird, but I don't get that down when I lose to you. You should. You are a hero. You are a dancing hero and you should be sad. Use your anger. Wow, Tiani asking someone to battle. What's up with that? Just go ahead and get me into Trevor. Okay, we got another fight going. Do I get healed? He gets healed. That's your turn. I do get healed. Okay, all right, never mind. We're fine then. We're fine then. Now I feel great. Okay. Another thing that I want to talk about is the Pal World expansion. Obviously, I covered Pal World when it came out, and I loved the game. I did big... Ooh, mega. I did big hour-long videos covering the whole thing. I have not jumped into it yet. I've seen that the player base for Pal World has jumped up significantly now. It's over like 100k active players again. I do want to play it. I kind of want to record it. However, when I launched the game yesterday morning to see if the save data erasing bug still existed, it did say that the save data bug is still a thing, which has been a thing for a while. And I have 250 hours into my save file of that game, and I don't want to lose it. So I'm kind of waiting for it to say that that bug is fixed. I know you can do a backup of the game and use that backup, you know, if anything does go wrong, but I would rather just the bug get fixed. I'm not in, like, a super rush to play the game. It's going to get more expansions down the line as they continue to add more, you know, regions to compare it to Pokemon. So I don't feel super rushed for playing it. I want to play it, I do, because I enjoy Palworld greatly and I want to see, you know, the new pals. Obviously, that's the main appeal for me, is creature collection. It's a creature collection game after all. Also, enslaving humans is fun and all, don't get me wrong, but it's not my priority or anything. I do want to see the new pals. But I'm going to be waiting on it for a while longer, so there'll probably be a few more Pokemon playthroughs before we jump into Palworld. If it ends up being like 2 more months and the save data bug is still there, I guess I'll just have to deal with it and accept that I'll need to have a save backup, but I really don't want to do that. You know, it's not too unreasonable to not want to do that. I'd rather them just not have a game-breaking bug. Game-breaking bugs are unfortunate, and that is definitely my least favorite bug that can happen. Like, if you give me a Pokemon game and a bug happens where I can start surfing on land, that's the kind of thing that makes me incredibly happy. That makes me giddy inside, and I'm like, hell yeah, I love games that break. Saves breaking, however, not as fun in any way. Zekrom is destroying, by the way. Zekrom just crushed these last 2 fights. It was kind of afraid of the Palkia, but it destroyed everything else. So, good job, Zekrom. You let me go ahead and natter on about a few things while you just destroyed everything. That was great. That was great. I feel like I should lead with something else now because Zekrom's going to get overleveled at this rate. For the first time in a while, I think Pringles is not the highest level on our team, right? That's crazy. It happened. Oh, this is some nice music. There's still so much I don't know. Do I just not have what it takes? I did fight you with a legendary and you fought me with a Clamperl, Trevor. You should not feel bad, buddy. Listen, you tried your best. Serena's off training with the Mega Evolution Guru. She said, friends are friends even if they can't be together. Indeed. Well, there's something we must attend to. Be seeing you. Okay, we made it through that pretty quickly. I like that. We got through question of the day. I said what I needed to say about Palworld. We get ourselves Waterfall, which should be able to be used on anyone because we have full HM compatibility. Meaning, we can have Waterfall Zekrom or something weird. We do have a water type on the team, and I mean... Oh, Trellish is still tied to highest level. Okay, goofy. I'm gonna put Infernape in front. Infernape with Waterfall could be funny. We could run Waterfall over Gunk Shot. The reason we have Gunk Shot is because we're still slightly afraid of Xerneas. After that whole Geomancy endeavor that took out our Sylveon. So I kind of want to keep Gunk Shot. Waterfall is an interesting option, though. There's potential for us putting it onto Swellow instead of something like Brave Bird, but that means we have to rely on Fly, and that's rough. Also, realistically, we'd be using a Water-type move if we wanted it to fight a Rock-type, which I probably don't want to do. We should go ahead and use this, though. Is this a hidden item? It is. Oh! Oh. Really good. But I don't really have anyone I want to put that on. Our only special attackers right now are Pringles, which I'm keeping the Assault Vest on for sure, and Sprinkles, sorry, which is Mega Evolving. Chili has mostly a physical moveset. In the box we have Galvantula, which is Quiver Dancing though, so we don't really want to Choice Specs it. Maybe this item isn't as good as I thought. I was just sort of like, oh, Choice Specs, that's a really good item. I did also skip all of the lower part of that route, but I think I'm fine with that, actually. I've kind of got everything that I need. Maybe I'll run back through there off-screen. I don't want to do too much off-screen, though, so maybe not. We have made it to Snowbell City, though, which means new encounters, and also this is the place where the next gym is. So, first things first, I see a side shop, which is obviously my priority. Are you a TM side shop? No. Infinite Lumberries? Ooh. That's interesting, actually. I will grab a couple of Lumberries, because they are very nice to have. Ampharos is interesting, but obviously we don't have a Mareep or anything, so that's not super useful. Lumberry Shop is interesting, though. Lumberry Shop is interesting. I do like that. We will keep our good old item detecting out in front. Hi, Bomb Snow. Hey. Hey there. And I guess we'll see what's around. Do we have any goodies to acquire? Pokemon don't freeze in harsh sunlight. I honestly had forgotten that. That does not happen very often. Not the me forgetting, but, you know, the setup of a Pokemon trying to be frozen in harsh sunlight. Standing here reminds me of a cold region far away. Would you listen to the first song I composed there? Sure. Good song. Good song. Can I walk away? Oh, I can't just walk away. Okay. Speaking of songs, I took a moment yesterday to sit down and actually, like, listen to all of the OSTs in the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC for Elden Ring. Man, they are so good. However, ew, I don't want that. Not ew to the Elden Ring songs at all, but it's so hard to focus on the good old songs in the middle of an Elden Ring boss fight. It can be really difficult when you've got like the sound effects of boss moves coming at you and when you're trying to just focus on actually like dodging a boss or whatever. So spending a little bit of time to actually sit down and listen to all of the OSTs was really nice. Do I have a favorite? Not necessarily, no. I think they were all pretty good. I'm a little bit partial to Midra's. I liked Midra's OST a lot. Midra's OST was pretty damn up there, but they were all really good OSTs, and I was really happy to sit down and listen to them. Do any of you give me goodies? So far we've got Perish Song, and I don't want that. So far I'm pretty disappointed in my goodie acquiring. Alakazam for a Jigglypuff. Man, I wish that was the other way around. Well, we have a Wigglytuff, right? Not a Jigglypuff, but man, I wish that was the other way around, so we could potentially get an Alakazam rather than a Jigglypuff. Hail, Traveler, have you seen size of your Pokemon? I have. I want this back out, obviously. There's an item by the gym, huh? We can't do the gym just yet, unfortunately, because we have to go into the forest at the side. But the forest at the side does have... There's another item up there. The forest at the side does have an encounter for us to get at least, so that's nice. Where is this other encounter that I missed? Ooh, okay, if we could go and encounter a Larvitar right now, that would be sick. I would like to go and encounter a Larvitar right this second. Let's go encounter a Larvitar right this second, shall we? It's time for Larvitar, which we will definitely get right now. It's one will come out. I also want to grab this item on the way, just in case it's a Lopunite. It was going to happen once. All right, it was going to happen. I was going to mess it up once. It always has to happen once. It is a Soothe Bell. Okay, well, that's not as overwhelming as I would like. I would like to be whelmed, please. Can I please be whelmed? Also, where is this item? Oh, is it on that tree down there? I thought it was going to be, like, right in the bottom. Where am I going for this item? Weird. Ooh, and a Kangaskhanite. Okay, did we already have that? We might have already had that. We have so many duplicate Megastones, I actually don't know anymore. I also don't think we checked this house. Do you have goodies? Can I get something better than Perish Song from any of you, please? You teach the ultimate move to starters, which I do have an Infernape. Okay. We are on set mode, which means this is going to work like Hyper Beam, and it won't be that great for us. Flame Burst kind of sucks. I would love to have Flamethrower or some equivalent. This feels too risky in set mode. Like, I take out one Pokemon, and then I'm trapped in and can't move for a full turn against whatever comes in against me. That's not really what I want. It's just too risky for a set mode playthrough. If this was on normal mode, we would be fine, but it's not. We do, however, have ourselves a good old encounter coming up. So Zekrom's going back into front. I didn't really have a reason to put Infernape in front at all. And let's see what we get over here, shall we? In Route 20, the Winding Woods. Our encounter for Route 20 is... That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Also begins with S again. I don't know what it is with things beginning with S lately, but S seems to be the key. Do we have quick balls? Do we have a heavy ball? We don't have a heavy ball. We don't have quick balls. Okay, well, that's tragic. I also can't paralyze this. So that's tough. We don't really have many good Pokemon to swap into this. Pringles will be fine with Nightshade. Regigigas will also be fine to weaken it down with Earthquake and stuff. I guess Nightshade is consistent. I need to stop using Pringles for everything, I'm sorry, but also Pringles works for everything, so I keep using it for everything. Iron Tail resisted, that should be okay. That is fine. There's a chance that it has Sturdy, but I'm not going to take that chance. It feels unnecessary to take the chance when we have Nightshade. We can go for 2 Nightshades and we should be fine. Stone Edge is not stab, so it shouldn't do too much. It can't Double Edge KO itself if it has Double Edge because we are a Ghost type. So that's really nice as well. Pringles is definitely the big swap in here. We do get our defense dropped, which is scary. I'm just going to throw an Ultra Ball and see how this goes. Let's see if this is looking like it's going to be easy to capture or not. We might have to swap to Regigigas if the defense drop looks like it's going to put us into an awkward predicament, but... Oh, I had to open my mouth and say but. Double Edge, which we avoid because we're Ghost type. That would be the downside of us swapping to another Pokemon, is suddenly Double Edge gets to a point where it can KO itself, and I don't want that. I prefer to just catch it in an Ultra Ball, but I keep opening my mouth. I know the rules. You have to stay silent while the ball is rolling, and then it catches. I'll shut my mouth. Wait, it didn't work? What the? My strategy. Wait, that works every time. Normally, the second I shut up when I'm trying to catch a Pokemon, it catches. Do I need to do the opposite? Do I need to ramble about horse-sized ducks and duck-sized horses? Is that the plan? Steelix, which would you rather fight? Steelix could probably take a horse-sized duck. You'd probably just take the one. We do catch the Steelix, though. Apparently, it likes the question. That's nice. But yeah, that is a good Pokemon to have. Whether I want to put it on the team or not, I don't know. But it is a good option. Also, 881 pounds. I always think Steelix weighs more. Steelix weighs 2/5 of a Groudon. That's not that much. It's really not that much. And what do we want to call you? How did that pop into my head? If someone can explain to me how I thought Gravy with Steelix, please be my guest. Please? I don't even know. Why did that pop into my head? That makes no sense. I don't even like Gravy. What the? Yeah, I got no idea why that one popped in, but either way, let's go ahead and slap Infernape back in front. That is another good encounter. We have a lot of good backups. Steelix I might put on the team instead of Regigigas. Maybe? It's one that I certainly consider. I do think Regigigas is past the point of it being good anymore. I don't think Regigigas is doing too much for us. Normal type, it's a nice neutral typing to things, but I think I'd rather have a Steelix at this point that I feel doesn't need 5 turns to do stuff, is the main thing. I don't want 5 turns before it's useful. I would rather just have a Steelix, which has really good attack and defense straight off the bat. Because we have our special wall with Jellicent, we would then get a physical wall with Steelix. Yeah, I'm convincing myself that I really want to do that. Plus, we can see all the TMs that it can learn. It'll probably be able to learn Earthquake. We've got an Earthquake TM, which is the main thing you really want. Yeah, I think I'm taking Steelix on the team, actually. I'm pretty sure about that. I've convinced myself of that one pretty quickly. A Burn Drive when we eventually get our Jonas X, surely, right? Yeah, that'll definitely happen. Hey, time to show off our Pokemon. I would like to run away from you. You scare me, ma'am. Full Trainer Cammy sends out Yamask. That should be fine. We don't have to worry about that too much. We shouldn't have to worry about any Psychic moves, really. The only downside is we have to hit it with Flame Burst, but I think we should be okay. Yeah. Yeah. Part of me was like, what if it Destiny Bonds me? Or something. But that's not going to happen. Slowking as well, which we can go ahead and go into Sprinkles for, and we can hit this thing with a few grass-type moves. I could use Pringles, but I restrained myself. My first thought was, hey, we have an Assault Vest Ghost-type, but I restrained myself and went to Sprinkles and said, is anyone proud of me? No, you don't have to be proud of me. Trump card. I don't remember what that really does. I know a lot of Pokemon that can learn Last Resort also learn Trump Card, and I don't remember what that move really does, because I've never seen it actually be useful. I'm seeing a lot of moves that I don't normally see lately. In Pokemon Clover, I saw Toxic Thread, which now that I've had time to think about it, I remember as Spinarak's move, which is a Pokemon that I have used precisely 0 times because I have arachnophobia. It's not really triggered super badly by, you know, a Pokemon sprite. To be honest, the worst offender of my arachnophobia isn't even real-life spiders. It's the spiders in Terraria. If anyone can work out that one, please be my guest. I hate the way they move in Terraria. They trigger my arachnophobia like nothing else. I can't look at the screen with them. It is the worst. It is by far the worst. But yeah, Spinarak, really not that bad. Is this item over there? It is, isn't it? This is tragic. I can't get to that from here. I don't fully remember the correct way to get through Winding Woods. Did I just run to the same place I just was? No. Is this the correct way? Have I gone the correct way out? God damn it. Okay, alright, well, we'll go the correct way first. Okay, I remember that, apparently. We'll get the gym leader back in that correct place. Pokemon Village is also an encounter, I think. You know what this place is? An encounter. Yes, yes, I do. Most of the Pokemon here are runaways, escaped from bad people who did awful things to them. It's a shame how many heartless trainers who can't bother to care for their Pokemon are out there. I'm going to grab one of these runaways, I'm going to put them in a Pokeball, and I'm going to get them killed. So, I'm sorry, Gym Leader. I know you're compassionate towards Pokemon, but I am going to murder one of these Pokemon, probably. Especially if it's really good, because then I'll want to put it on the team quickly, and it's much more likely to die. But yeah, Zekrom's going back in front, so we can hopefully Thunderwave it, and let's see what our Pokemon Village encounter is. Can we wake up the Snorlax static encounter here? Is there a static encounter here? Snorlax. This would be a separate encounter if it wakes up. Lies in slumber. Okay, I don't think we can wake it up then. Maybe there's a way to, if you go and get the flute back from like Route 6 or 7 or whatever. Our encounter is going to be a jump bluff. Not as good as a Steelix, is it? Also, it ruins the S... it ruined the S name trend. We got so many Pokemon that began with S in a row. Gunpluff, you've ruined everything. You've ruined everything. I'm pretty sure we don't have a Hoppip or a Skiploom. There is a chance that I would have just forgotten them, because they're not the most standout Pokemon of all time. But I think we don't have it, so I think this is a valid encounter. If I am wrong on that, then oopsie, but I think this is our encounter. I'm gonna just click knockoff, because I don't think it should do much damage. You know, we're halved attack, knockoff shouldn't do much. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It was holding a Pokeball. So that did extra damage, actually. Weird. Okay, well, we could probably go for knockoff twice more then, right? Yeah, it looks like it. And with Mega Drain, we can definitely go for another one. I mean, that's going to heal 5 HP. It's not going to be that much, but still. Which means we can get it to low HP, we can throw a ball, and we should have this thing caught nice and easily. I don't think Jump Bluff is a particularly scary Pokemon, so we can probably just skip when it's caught. First ball, we love to see it. First Ultra Ball. Yeah, that was, in fact, very easy. Jump Bluff name, huh? Wow, that was weird. It only loaded in the body and not the cotton around it as the Pokedex entry zoomed in. That was weird. He's just an orb. Actually, just an orb. I mean, I feel like I need to call you Cream Puff, but I don't remember if I called Wigglytuff Cream Puff. Okay, I called it Marshmallow. I did go and check. We do have a Pokemon called Cream, but this is different enough in my eyes. So we're calling it Cream Puff because it fits just way more with the Pokemon, and also it's just fun to say. I like saying the word Cream Puff. Happens. But yeah, that is going to be our Pokemon Village encounter. Goodie. One soft sand, which we can put on our Steelix. Nice, nice. I guess we'll see if there's any items around. Am I free? I believe I'm free. Okay, well, I did go ahead and grab a bunch of items in the Winding Woods on the way out and in the Pokemon Village, but there was nothing actually of note. I picked up a Water Gem, a Burn Heal, Shell Sable, you know, that sort of stuff, so there was nothing too crazy in there. So I think next episode, we might start off by running back in there with Cut, because there's a couple of pathways that you can get to only with Cut, including one that has a TM, and then after that, we'll go ahead and take on the Snowbell Gym. So, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado,